Our next guest is no stranger to our screens. He starred in critically acclaimed films including Cry the Beloved Country, Lord of War, Mandela and Klerk, and the 2005 Academy Award-winning film Tsotsi. He's currently playing the character of Neo Mokgethi. That's a gangster turned businessman on the popular soapie Scandal. He's also here today because of his recent Safta award and for, in fact, a win for that role. Of course, I'm talking about Dr. Jerry Mofokeng, who, of course, is a veteran actor, live to us in our studios here in Johannesburg. So it's great to see you. Thank you so much for making the journey.
Those who wrote that script, I'm going to fight them because they did not say Wamageta. But that's all right.
Fair enough, fair enough. And that's important to include, especially because you're big on identity, you know.
Absolutely.
You've mentioned in many instances, well, where are my manners? Firstly, congratulations on the latest feather.
Thank you.
You had.
Thank you,
in
sir.
the form of the Safta that you've won. Very well deserved, and we'll speak about that in a moment. But since you've started things off by, you know, mentioning the fullness of your identity, why is that so important to you?
Everyone, especially every man, male, wants to know exactly who they are because that identity passes on for generations beyond themselves. But anywhere and everywhere I go in, when you greet me, you must greet the real me, not whatever label, name, or anything that I've been given. So it's really important for all of us to get to know our identities. So it's unfortunate when our fathers run away. It's unfortunate when our mothers make us keep us secrets. But I think it's only fair that every child should know who they are, and then they can decide what to do with that knowledge.
Yeah. Part of what you're mentioning touches on issues around legacy.
Yes.
And that's a very big talking point as we mark the passing of the Queen, which no doubt you're aware of and have seen in the news. I mean, this person's legacy spans over 70 years and who knows for how much longer. When you heard something like this, as someone who's interacted with even, you know, the results of what the British people have done in this country, what came up for you?
There are areas in which you respect what she stood for in different phases of her life. There are areas where you regret some of the history of the country that she represented. Unfortunate histories of imperialism, oppression, blah, blah, blah. I was aware of what happened in the Falklands, the wars and what have you. So it's human nature. It's human nature. Every one of us, we have different shades and different sides of us. And so I think we need to be accommodating and accepting of each other with all the different shades that we bring into this world. Because that's life.
Yeah, spoken like a true actor. Because that's the thing about what you do, right? It's about presenting those different shades, and hopefully people get a better understanding of who they are and can build that acceptance and tolerance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have not killed anyone, but I have the potential to kill. And I need to accept that. And so when I get a role where I actually kill somebody, I should kill it with all the conviction and belief that I can. So that, you know, you probably saw The Line that was shown early 90s. And, I handled that AK-47 like I was painting people like as angels. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And people thought, you're a good actor, but you mustn't play such roles, you know. I guess maybe that was the beginning of journeys towards people like Neo Mokgethi. But
sure.
We all have different shades of us.
And when you take on these kind of characters, I mean, you've already mentioned that you still enjoy it, which was actually going to be my next question. You know, how much of this still gives you your kicks, especially given how long you've been doing it?
Let me tell you, was it 2019, 2020? Around September, October, I got the news that I have an attack of prostate cancer. All right?
Sure.
And the tendency for us men is fear based on ignorance and miseducation. But I said, I'm not dead. I'm not dead, I'm alive, and I'm still going to be the best that I can be. I went to my radiation treatment every day, and I went on set. I did not cancel one day. Why? Because when I got on set, I got even more healed. And that's what it does. When people have found their purpose and they've found their lane, and they stay there with what and who they are at their best, with or without remuneration or whatever. And so each time I get a role, I do my homework, which is the minimum that you expect of every actor. And when I get on set or in front of the camera, I burn at the stakes. And it heals me, which is why there's no retirement for some of us.
And you're saying that with such a beautiful smile on your face. So I completely believe you. But it would be remiss of me to let you go without asking you to take stock of the evolution of this industry in our country. And my goodness, how much it's changed, right? From the early times when many actors will tell you that a lot of the work has been restricted, to the era of social media, the era of Netflix and Showmax, all of these things bringing about a whole lot more opportunities, dare I add, whilst the soapies that you're also part of still find resonance.
I am excited at the number of platforms that are opening so that we can do more dramas, more films, more documentaries, and so on. I also regret things like the trend of influencers, which unfortunately sometimes producers and channels want to take influencers over and above the actors, and it compromises on what you see on the screen. And so there are beautiful developments, there are unfortunate developments, and we have to understand we are in the era of social media. Let's make the best of it.
And hopefully it doesn't come at a great cost, right? The cost of the craft itself, which would be a great loss if that were to happen.
Absolutely. And which is why I sincerely believe in the training of an artist. Because what is it that makes us to continue to get these awards at this age? It is the depth and the breadth of what we do. No one should say, seen Jerry once, seen him for always. You don't want that of musicians. You don't want that of dancers. Any artist. And so, yes, 2013 I got a Lifetime Achievement Award. 9 years later, I get this award. Why? Forever Fresh. Because of the training and the discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess with that in mind, what are you hoping that legacy would be like at the end of your journey, whenever that is, whenever you decide?
The question I sometimes ask people is, in less than 10 words, what would you like to see written on your grave? And if people said, here lies Ntate Jerry, a man of integrity and utter professionalism, I'll be happy.
Sure. And I'm sure many people can attest to the fact that that's the life you're currently living.
Yeah, sometimes people think I'm impossible when I say, please don't give me lukewarm, give me the best that we can. Why do we write and invest so much in that? Why do we direct? Why do we act and invest so much in it? It's so that we give people the magic on their screen. And it's not coming on set with papalas and forgetting your lines. And just because you are an influencer, not wanting to be disciplined and told that's not good enough. I think we need the integrity of our industry all the way.
Sobering, inspiring, and so gratifying. Thank you for giving us your best over these years. Really do appreciate it. And once again, congratulations. Great to catch up with you on this illustrious journey, by the way.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that you are not anywhere near the end. And we look forward to what else you have in store.
I was told to say thank you to Tracy for this shirt that she made me. And people keep saying, that shirt looks great on you. I said, no, it's me, it's not the shirt. But Tracy, thank you. And Channel 405, thank you for the honors. Don't do it when we're dead, do it whilst we're alive. So I appreciate this moment.
Loud and clear. Thank you for honoring us, sir. Tate Jerry Mofokeng who joins us now here on the AM Report. Veteran actor, recently just won a Safta award, and just pearls of wisdom. So there's never a need for an occasion to speak to someone like that. Once again, thanks very much indeed for joining us.